State of New California. Notice to all Californians, Chapter 2, Grievance 94. February 8, 2022. New California is a new state in development, exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Section 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state, provided in the United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and Section 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence of January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same objective, the same object, that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism. It is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security.
He can share now with you. Preamble of the new California State Constitution. We, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. The Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution states the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. The counties of New California State brought forward 95 Chapter 1 grievances between January 2018 and November 2019. On April 28, 2020, New California State will issue 95 additional Chapter 2 grievances to be announced in public on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. New California State is a new state in development formed from the state of California. New California State is exercising its God-given rights as declared in the 1776 United States Declaration of Independence and as ratified in the 1789 United States Constitution under Article 4, Section 3. The State of New California Grievance 94. Declaration of Grievance Statements of Fact. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical state government which fails to provide a Republican form of government, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence against the citizens of America, all caused by a government and for a monoparty system led by a tyrannical dictator who openly defies federal laws. The California state violates the United States Constitutional Article 4, Section 4, the United States Constitution Article 6, the First Amendment, United States Constitution, and 14th Amendment, United States Constitution.
Order of the day. In 1776, the Declaration of Independence declared liberty for the east coast of the Americas and the 13 colonies for what would soon become the United States of America, a country that would liberate the colonies from British control. Over 3,000 miles away on the west coast, Spaniards sought to claim the lands by building 21 missions from 1769 to 1823. The missions were built approximately 30 miles apart, about a day's journey by horseback, covering 650 miles total. To make sure travelers could find their way from one mission to another, the missionaries spread European mustard seeds along the trail between each mission, thus ensuring the glow of yellow flowers for springtime travelers. California's 21 missions were a fraction of over 100 missions that were built by Spaniards in their quest to claim vast holdings in North America. Missions were built from Mexico to California, to Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Mississippi, and into Florida. In 1810 to 1812, 2 declarations of independence were written to declare liberty for the people of West and East Florida, respectively, from Spanish rule. Then in 1821, Mexico declared independence from Spain. Both California and Texas, which were colonies of Mexico for 3 years, both declared their independence from Mexico in 1863. The goal of the Spanish government was to recruit local natives, then convert, educate, and civilize the indigenous populations, turning them into Spanish colonial citizens. Total assimilation of indigenous populations called neophytes or new believers into European culture and the Catholic religion was a doctrine established in 1531 in Spain. Believing that it was possible to create self-sustaining mission villages, the government sent Franciscan and Jesuit missionaries from Catholic Church to help construct and operate each mission. The effort did introduce modern foods, trees, cultivation methods to produce wine, and livestock to area where fish and wild game were meals of choice. But measles and other diseases also arrived, disseminating entire native populations, except for a few survivors. Under the leadership of Franciscan Friar Junipero Serra, and the California mission system had been launched between 1769 and 1833. But when the Mexican Congress passed the act for the secularization of the missions of California on August 17, 1833, it called for the colonization of both Alta Province of Las Californias and New Spain. Current California in the United States is now known as Jesuit Province of California, and Baja Mexico, from proceeds of the sale of the mission property to private interests.
Most of the missions fell into disrepair along with the opposition or the oppression by the quote-unquote centralized government of Mexico, which was brought to bear on Texas and Alta California in the form of massive indulgences and military occupation. Both Texas and Alta California declared their independence in 1836. First Texas in March of 1836 and then Alta California in November of 1836. On September 9, 1850, California was admitted into the Union of States known as the United States of America. As of today, this would be June 13, 2023, the state of California has been declared in constitutional default by the new California state. California has degraded into a province of China and past, unquote, quote-unquote, masters of untold oppression of the people of Alta California and present-day California. California has returned to the roots of the very evil from which independence was declared in November 6, 1836. Evils such as child sex trafficking, invasion, slavery, economic serfdom, lawlessness, mass murder of children and the elderly. November 1, 2021, notice of default. The state of California is in default for violating its compact as agreed in its 1850 state constitution and agreed in its admission, whereas the people of the California presented a constitution and asked admission into the Union, which constitution was submitted to Congress by the President of the United States by message dated February 13, 1850, and which on due examination was found to be Republican in its form of government. Further, in Section 1 of the November 9, 1850 bill, it was enacted by the Senate and the House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled. And the state of California shall be one, and was thereby declared to be one, of the United States of America and admitted into the Union on equal footing with the original states in all respects, whatever. As of December 1st, 2021, California fails to provide a Republican form of government. It is in financial default and does not have equal footing with all original states in all respects, whatever, thus violating Article 4 and Article 6 of the United States Constitution, ratified in June 21st, 1788. California does not have United States constitutional standing as a member state of the Union of States called the United States of America. New California state has now risen from this evil.
In New California state, we echo the thoughts, convictions, principles, and ideals of the founders of the United States of America. We will retain our humanity, our natural and unalienable rights, and our autonomy, free from the shackles of slavery to any form of government. Insurrection. The government of California, the current socialist governor dictator, and monoparty system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 and the Emergency Economic Powers Act are United States federal laws that govern the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrections, and rebellion. Acts of discussion. The California